Welcome back to Glenn's Vintage Radio on YouTube. It's been a while since I've posted a video, but I have been busy cleaning up some cabinets, repairing some radio chassis, and I hope to put together a few videos in the next few weeks or so to document the journey in the last few months. So what I have for you today is a Philco 345A made in 1935. It is a Canadian Philco radio. The US version is a Philco 45C, I believe. It's better known as the Butterfly for reasons as you can see here. I purchased this radio from an online auction in Pontypool, Ontario. Cost me $62.50. You can see it's in pretty good shape. It's got a chip out of the corner here. Looks like it was refinished at one time, or at least the original finish removed from it. The bezel's been lost, and when I bought it I was hoping that the dial here, all the markings on the dial would be intact. So anyway, here's hoping. And the grill cloth is a little messed up on it as well. So and it will take you through the journey. So there's the plate on the back of a metal cover that's on the back of this radio. Again, showing it was made in Toronto. Part of the tube lineup is on the back as well, but this label's seen better days. So there it is, getting ready for cleanup. Looks like it's in pretty good shape, really, for its age. And here's this dial that I'm worried about. Hopefully that's just dirt. And here again is the inside of the back cover. So pulled it apart, started to clean it up, and then applied some of this vinyl sealer to it for a starter. I let it dry for a bit and then covered the wood veneer on here. This radio, when it was stripped down, all of this ought to be a dark walnut color, and this should be the wood veneer showing here. So it'll look dramatically, or it does look dramatically different in the end than how it started out here, but the end result is closer to the original design of this radio. So here I've sprayed it with the dark walnut toner that is the background color for this radio. Starting to take shape. And there it is with the masking tape removed, and starting to look pretty sharp. And that is the end result. Pretty happy with how it turned out. It's got the new dial cloth on it, found a bezel for it, new Philco label on it. And this is a picture of it before I reunited it with the chassis. So this radio in 1935 cost around $50. There's a little advertisement for it. Another ad, $49.95. And the American cousin to this radio is the 45, so that's what all this advertising is about, the 45. So this is again another advertisement. Yet another. here. And this is the tube lineup of it and the Model 29. So this one has a 42, an 80 rectifier, 75, a pair of 44s is what's in this radio, and a 6A7. You can see it was pretty dirty on the inside, but no rust, which is a great thing. It means that it's highly unlikely that any critters were hiding in there. Lots of dust. The tube shields have maybe seen better days, but you'll see later how I cleaned them up. Top side, again, lots of dirt, which makes you think that maybe this radio's never been touched. So all in all, it's in good shape. You know, the rubber grommets here are great shape. This cord looks like it's been replaced, so that's the first sign that somebody's been in here in the past. And over the course of the last 80 or so years, 90 years, it's quite likely somebody was in here at some point. And yes, it is obvious once you pull it apart that some of these capacitors that are the wrong values in some cases, and in the wrong place in others, just tacked in. Again, not original Philco stuff. These are, though, there are some original Philcos in here, all of which have to be replaced. The electrolytics, you can see there's one here still connected. You can see a bit of a tape job here where another electrolytic was tacked onto the old electrolytic in the corner here, and wires left hanging in space. Not a thing that I like to see personally. And here's an 8 microfarad cap that was just tacked on here and here. And again, the old electrolytic had been left in place. This radio has 3, actually 4 really, Bakelite capacitor blocks in it. This one I've cleaned out and put in some new safety caps. Here's another one. This is on the tone control, so you had to pull it apart. And inside there were 3 different capacitors in this switch, and they were replaced with some new ones here. A .01, a .02, and a .003. There they are in place. And here it is. Here's the bottom of the chassis. All new capacitors in it. Electrolytics in the corners here. A thermistor, a CL90 to slowly bring the tubes up when the power is applied, along with a new fuse and a nice new dial cord. Sorry, dial cord, power cord, excuse me. There's the fuse. There should be a condenser block here, or a capacitor block that would have held these 2 capacitors, and there was a resistor that should have been placed on here as well. It was one of those flexible ones, and when I did a reading on it, it was way out of spec, so it was removed and a new resistor put in there. Unfortunate that this block is missing or gone, but it's not too often you crawl around the underside of these things once they're working. And this radio has a couple of eyelet boards in it, which I find to be quite nice for replacing capacitors and resistors. Some people don't like them, but personally, I think they're great. I get along fine with them. The worst is if you have to get this stuff underneath them, that it's a real pain. And fortunately, I really didn't have to crawl around underneath there to get at anything in this repair. So there's a terminal strip and a new electrolytic there. Here's a couple of electrolytics tucked in the corner here to replace the one in the corner here. Again, on another terminal strip I installed. Better view there. Better view there, and there's the old electrolytic, now fully removed. I also put a 3.5 millimeter auxiliary adapter on here, so you can put a Bluetooth device on it, or a CD player, or whatever device you're so inclined to use. Some people don't like this, and that's fine. Someone down the road would just be able to desolder here and here and just pull a wire out of there and it would be gone. So there's the Bluetooth device I use. Again, another underview of the chassis. Lots of work done in here, but well worth it. This is, to me, a very nice radio, highly collectible. Here's the stuff that I pulled from inside it and replaced, and you can see here the dial on it cleaned up quite nicely, and the speaker was in pretty darn good shape really. And I leave the old electrolytic cans in place because they give it a good authentic look. So some of these old caps in here looked pretty cool. Like they had some real nice labeling on them and some artwork. This one is Continental Carbon of Canada Limited, and there still is a Continental Carbon, I believe, company in Canada, but I'm not sure if it's the same one or some kind of new version of the old company, but they don't make this kind of thing anymore that I know of. And this is a really cool looking old 25 microfarad cap that was way oversized for what it should have been and needed to be replaced anyway. But again, a Sprague made in North Adams, Massachusetts, and really kind of cool artwork on it. So there's the cleaned up back of the radio. So here it is live. It's got good sound, tone control, pretty deep. I seem to like it better there. You can see the dial turned out alright. New speaker cloth, new label. The finish, I think, turned out pretty well. Dramatically different from where it started out.
Where the tagline was, I'm not just a puppet,
in clinical trials, at least 70% of patients have over 65% of treatment.
Can't play too much music because of copyright infringement. And here's the Bluetooth device I use. Right here. Whoop. My lighting back. So there it is on Bluetooth speaker, or sorry, Bluetooth device, basically making it into a Bluetooth speaker / amp.
From the Shoreline Classics newsroom, I'm Nick Powell. A 59-year-old has been charged after a report of gunshots in northern Bruce Peninsula.
1935 Philco 345A, made in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Thanks for being here. Please watch for more. I have a host of projects that I have been building up over the last 6 months. Outside doing some cabinet work, and now I'm basically just cleaning up the chassis and getting them back into working order so I can reunite them with the cabinets. So the next few weeks, couple of months, there should be some more videos to share with you. Again, thanks for being here, and hope to see you again next time. Glenn's Vintage Radio on YouTube.